Well, let's see here. This is Moon City Models, and I haven't been on here for a while, but there's been there's been some family issues, and it's just not been a great month. I think we got some of it behind us now, though, and I have worked on the 41 Plymouth a bit. My kids got me this thing called a gimbal, which I'm trying to figure out. So I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm trying to figure it out, and we'll see. I'll kind of turn you around here, and we'll take a very quick look at where I'm at and what I've been doing, and we'll go from there. Well, I've got some things laid out. One is here on the engine. I tried to make my own headers, and I liked them all right, except for the collectors. I never did get satisfied. I've tried a whole bunch of different things on the collectors, but it just, no, that's not going to work. So I'm going to go with so we're going to take these out, and I'm going to go with factory headers, pipes. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to paint them up. Spent quite a bit of time trying to figure out how to do the headers. The other thing I've done here is in the interior tub. Let me get something to point with here. I've made these door handles. So I've made one for both sides there. And there we go. And I also wasn't happy with, I wanted to do something more with these, the door handles and window cranks. So I made some. So they are, well, they're kind of right there. I got a little more work to do to them. So when they're glued in there and you're looking in, they look pretty good. Now from right here, well, maybe they look better here. You know, they definitely look better here from 5 inches than they do from 1 inch. So, you know that what they say on with a car, 20-footer. Yeah, this will be a footer, a foot away when you look at these things, and they'll look better. So I've got that. The other thing was on this radiator. I've made, so on this radiator they give you, this is the factory side. Well, then they give you this little piece right here that you have to glue on. See if we can get it laid out here. Well, this ain't going to work very well, but let me put it in my hand. They give you this little piece here that you glue on for the V8 car. It made this thing so weird looking that it just was weird. So what I did was added a little bit of a piece on the back side, added some ribs to somewhat match the front, and then I made a new radiator cap and a little collar. And proportionally wise, that looks a lot better. This gold, I wish I could do it in brass. I probably can find some brass paint over that and make that look a little better. So I'm going to give that a try. But that looks so much better than this thing. This thing glued onto it. It was just so weird looking. You know, and it came with its own radiator cap. And this one had a radiator cap right in the middle. So if you glued that piece onto here, you had two radiator caps, one in the middle and one offset on this big, massive, weird looking thing. So I did something there with that. The body wise, I'm pretty sure I've got the body completely done where I'm at. So I'm pretty happy with that. Got the hood there fitting good. So I've got all my body work. I got the headlights Frenched. I've got some tail lights. They're going to be Frenched into the back side of it. Yeah, the chrome strip going all the way down the side, up the nose, and down to the bottom of the front, I think is going to work out just kind of the way I wanted it. It's just going to be this prominent piece. I think it's going to look fine. So the only thing I got to do now is decide on a color, and I've kind of got two colors picked out. I've got a candy pink, candy magenta pink color, kind of a candy lime green, or a burnt orange. I may do a burnt orange, I don't know. But with that, I've got to decide that because I need to pick out some interior colors. And I've got all these browns and yellows and different things set aside. One of those work well. I'm kind of thinking this color right here, this warm buff, would make it a good looking neutral interior. So we'll see about going with that. Really, that's kind of all there is to it. I've just got to go ahead and get some things moved on with here and see what I can come up with color-wise. I got to make that decision. So, you know, I've done some things on this car, and I put out a couple of videos now, and I've kind of made noises about, this wasn't any good, that wasn't any good. Well, you know what? It was fine. Truthfully, I didn't mean to come across that way. If I did, I'm sorry, I apologize, but I just took off in a direction, and I just needed to change some things to kind of fit the direction and my vision I had for it. And I think so far we're going good, but yeah, this car could be built right out of the box just fine and painted. There's no problem with that. So I'll tell you what, I've got to make, like I said, I've got to make that decision on what color to paint it, and get this thing moving forward. And I want to get it completed because I've already got another project I want to get started on. And I personally, I only work on one project at a time. Maybe someday I'll do more than one, but I only work on one project at a time. That's kind of where I'm at. I want to see it from start to finish all the way through. And so thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. Leave a comment if you like. That'd be great. Until next time, maybe we'll see it much closer to being completed and with color. See you later.